Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Concordia Lutheran School. Enroll now. Schedule your tour at concordiapeoria.com.
Well, good evening. I'm your local weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. Overcast skies throughout central Illinois, and it's been cool. Temps are in the upper 30s out in the Twin Cities. Nice view on our Twin Cities Osling and Abbott camera. 40 here in Peoria. Well, the temp now 34 in Galesburg. As we go through tonight, the cloud cover remains. Could even see some fog late. Tomorrow, the rain returns. We'll have that latest forecast coming up. WMBD News at 5 starts now.
Coming up, purified air. How a local village utilized a COVID-19 grant to help its community breathe easier. Also, fractured streets and pothole-ridden roads. How the city of Peoria addresses driver concerns. But first, McLean County's health department moving into phase 1B+, expanding who's eligible to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Good evening and thank you for watching. I'm Rebecca Brumfield. Kimberly Eaton has the night off. Appointments are still open for tomorrow at the county's area clinic. Austin Schick shows us why the health department is asking people to sign up now.
There are now more opportunities to get vaccinated within McLean County. It's thanks to a partnership with the National Guard and the county's health department. Troops now supporting more than 60 vaccination clinics in Illinois. The clinic at Grosvenor Motors Arena now able to get more doses of Pfizer and Moderna shots into the arms of residents. A health department spokesperson saying more doses are leading to open appointments at the clinic.
Now the vaccine is plentiful and we have appointments here and we want to fill them up and we want to make sure that we continue to get larger and larger shipments of that vaccine coming into McLean County.
If you're eligible to sign up for a vaccination time, we have the link on our website, ciproud.com. In the Twin Cities newsroom, I'm Austin Schick.
The weekly average for the number of vaccines administered in the state reaching a new record high today with more than 102,500 doses. Yesterday, more than 78,000 doses were administered in Illinois. As of today, more than 12% of the state's total population is fully vaccinated. The state also reporting nearly 2,000 new cases and 19 deaths in the last 24 hours. The number of people in the hospital increasing with more than 1,100 being reported. The state positivity rate staying the same, sitting at 2.6%. And looking at cases here locally, Tri-County health officials reporting 70 new cases of COVID-19 and McLean County reporting 40 new cases today. No new deaths reported across the 4 counties. As of today, 16% of Tri-County's total population and nearly 11% of McLean County is fully vaccinated. Some people in Germantown Hills are breathing easier now thanks to new air purifiers. Jeannie Bowman shows us how village leaders are using a grant program to pay for the equipment across town.
A state COVID-19 relief fund is bringing fresh air to Germantown Hills. It's helping install air purifiers across the area from places like village buildings to the local library and at schools like Germantown Hills, where this project first started.
We were able to basically cover the whole village with air purifiers.
The initiative started in the summer with parents raising money to install air purifiers in Germantown Hills classrooms.
Keeping our kids in school, their education is of high importance to all of us.
Village leaders say they wanted to help and realized a state program could fund it. Germantown Hills got more than $141,000 from the state.
Anything we could do for the health of our residents, particularly with CURES funds, we were all behind that.
The village president says most of it went to air purifiers, spreading the project beyond the classroom.
And we also used it for PPE. We used it for the Germantown Hills Library, then the fire department, and also some assistance to our water company.
Leaders say it's an investment in the area.
We knew we were putting something into the community that would go on and do good things for many years to come.
In Germantown Hills, Janie Bowman, WMBD News.
WMBD is your local election headquarters. There's now officially one less candidate running for Bloomington School Board. The Election Commission confirming John Reed is officially out of the race. We told you earlier this week about a video pointing to racist and sexist comments made by Reed. The Bloomington Election Commission's executive director saying his name will remain on the April 6th ballot, but now any votes cast for him will not count. Well, as spring approaches, more unsightly potholes are popping up around the region. Demetrius Sanders is live in Peoria near West Pioneer Parkway. He shows us how the city is addressing road concerns and challenges the Public Works Department has faced. Demetrius.
Well, Rebecca, West Pioneer Parkway is one of several roads riddled by potholes and bumps. The Department of Public Works says as weather allows, efforts to fix these issues will increase, but they are asking for patience. Now, Cy Maroon, the deputy director for the department, says when it isn't snowing or extremely rainy, the city is out nearly every day fixing potholes. Most recently, work has been done on North University to Willow Knolls, and Maroon says crews will now work heading south. Due to COVID-19 budget cuts, though, the Peoria Public Works Department has encountered difficulties getting potholes filled as quickly as they like.
We endured some budget cuts for staffing and materials, and so I mean that certainly cut into what we're able to do, or how soon we're able to get something accomplished. You know, it basically what it's done is it's slowed us up on the process of filling potholes.
Now, on April 1st, businesses that provide hot mix asphalt will open, and Maroon says that will help the city patch more potholes. Reporting live in Peoria, Demetrius Sanders, WMBD News.
Demetrius, thank you. McLean County insurance agents reminding people about renters insurance after 2 major apartment fires in less than a month. A local State Farm agent saying renters insurance is often overlooked by tenants. However, based on the provider, plans will pay for replacement of personal items, cover the cost if the fire is your fault, and some even paying room and board for a hotel. The agent saying renters insurance is one of the more affordable plans out there.
Your personal items, especially without that coverage, I'm not sure that anybody else is going to be paying for those. So yes, so no matter how it came about, what the situation, you know, if the person above you, you still got your contents that need to be replaced.
She says renters can pay as little as $7 a month to be covered. The 16th annual Easter Seals Black and Blue Ball is going virtual this year. It's usually held at the Peoria Civic Center. The fundraiser raises money for Easter Seals Central Illinois, a nonprofit that provides pediatric and therapeutic services to kids with disabilities. Last year, they raised $160,000. The ball will be held on March 26th at 7 p.m. virtually. And through a partnership with Untamed Chef, guests can pick up food before the party. Chris Chadwick is the COO of Easter Seals and the co-chairs of the party committee with his wife, Helen. He says this year may look a little different, but the goal remains the same.
The whole goal is really to get a small group of friends together, to be thinking about Easter Seals, helping us raise money for Easter Seals, and having some of the same fun that you would have had if you were in the Civic Center with 1,000 of your best friends.
For those who cannot attend virtually, there is an online auction with more than 100 items to bid on. You can visit CIProud.com for those details. A local gas station is celebrating a huge milestone. Breckland Service Center in Washington has been serving customers since 1981. Shabnam Dinesh shows us how the owner has kept growing the business for the past 4 decades.
Breckland Service Center is celebrating 40 years of customer service.
He has a very fair price, he does great work, and he runs a good service here.
Tom Breckland bought the gas station, then called Whackers Amoco, in 1981 when gas was just 76 cents a gallon. He says the hours are long, but he has always been his own boss.
I worked here when I was in high school, so I really don't know how it is on the other side of the fence.
Born and raised in Washington, Breckland says he has been very involved in the community.
Served on the Planning Commission, Chamber of Commerce, School Board, Fire Department, and the Fire Department Board also.
Breckland has served as a firefighter for 35 years and counting. He says Washington is a very tight-knit community, and being an active resident is the key to staying in business for 40 years.
Just getting out in the community and volunteering your time. Get to know everybody.
One of his regulars even painted him a mural of an American flag in appreciation for the work he does.
He's taken care of our household for a long time and gets our work done quickly. And that's why I painted the mural, just to say thanks.
The pandemic has affected Breckland's business in the last 12 months, but he hopes a return to normal is near.
There's a lot of people working from home, not driving, so it does hurt the volume a little bit.
He plans to eventually turn the business over to his son. In Washington, Shabnam Dinesh, WMBD News.
Well, coming up, from homeless to housing director. This week's Remarkable Woman segment highlighting a local woman's dedication to helping Peorians find permanent housing.
And it's been a chilly day in central Illinois. We could thank the cloud cover for that. Here's a look at our almanac. Temperatures started off in the low to mid 30s, but only made it to about 40 degrees so far this afternoon. More rain on the way, and for some it could be quite a bit. We'll have that full forecast coming up.
You're watching WMBD News, Central Illinois Proud, with Kimberly Eaton, Rebecca Brumfield, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast. This is WMBD News at 5. Close